In the world of football, there are rivalries, and then there are rivalries that stop everything. We're breaking down the Manchester Derby, a match that's about so much more than just bragging rights. This one has huge implications for both sides of the city.
So, go ahead and mark your calendars for January 17th, 2026. Yep, that's the day Manchester City and Manchester United go head-to-head in a derby that could literally define their seasons.
And that really is the big question, isn't it? Because, yeah, 3 points are always huge. But this derby, this one's carrying a whole lot more weight, with a completely different kind of pressure on each club.
So, let's get into it. What makes this particular clash so important? Well, it's a classic tale of two clubs on totally different paths, meeting at a moment that could be a massive turning point for both of them.
For Manchester City, it's pretty simple. This is a must-win game. They're right in the middle of a brutal title race, and they just can't afford to drop any points. But for Manchester United, it's about something way deeper. It's about proving they can still hang with the best. It's about finding some kind of identity, and it's about kicking off a new era.
Okay, so to really get the full picture here, let's look at where both teams are at right now. Think of this as the tail of the tape before the big fight.
And this, right here, lays it all out. I mean, the contrast is just stark. You've got City sitting pretty in second place with 43 points, looking like a well-oiled machine. And then you have United all the way down in seventh with 32 points, a club right in the middle of a shakeup with a new interim manager facing his first real test.
So how's this all going to look out there on the pitch? Well, we're expecting a pretty fascinating tactical battle, a real clash of football philosophies between Pep Guardiola's complex system and what's likely to be a much more down-to-earth, pragmatic approach.
With City, you know what you're in for. Control, control, control. Pep Guardiola's team is going to want to dominate the ball. You'll want to watch for their inverted fullbacks. That's when their defenders basically become extra midfielders. It's a clever tactic designed to just choke out United's counterattack before it can even get started. The whole system is built to create chance after chance, and of course, to get the ball to the goal-scoring machine, Erling Haaland.
United's game plan, on the other hand, will probably be the polar opposite. We're expecting them to go back to a solid four-man defense. They're not going to try to outpass City. That's just not their game right now. Instead, look for them to soak up pressure and then just explode on the counterattack. The key guy here is going to be Bruno Fernandes, looking for that killer pass to release their speedy forwards into all the space City leaves behind.
If you just looked at the current league table, you'd probably think this is a straightforward win for City, right? But when you look at the recent history between these two, the story gets a whole lot more complicated.
And that's the question every fan has to be asking. Because in a derby, you can almost throw the form book right out the window. And the recent head-to-head record? It suggests United knows exactly how to get a result in this game, no matter how much they're struggling in the league.
I mean, just look at these results right here. Sure, City won the last one pretty comfortably 3-0, but check out the 4 games before that. United was unbeaten. They had 2 massive wins in there, including one in the FA Cup final. It just proves that for this one fixture, United always seems to show up.
So, let's just boil it down. In the last 5 times these two have played, Manchester United has only lost once. Think about that. Even with City dominating the league for the past few years, this specific game has been incredibly even. That history just adds a whole layer of unpredictability you can't ignore.
All right, so let's put it all together. The form, the tactics, the history, where does that leave us? Let's get into a final prediction and talk about what factors are really going to decide this game. So, our final call, we're going with a narrow away win. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 2.
And here's why. We absolutely expect United to get that new manager bounce, that sudden burst of energy and performance when a new coach takes over. They're going to fight. But at the end of the day, City's finely tuned system and just the sheer quality they have all over the pitch, it's just on another level. United will put up a fight, they'll probably even score, but City's relentless pressure should be just enough to get them the win.
And really, that's what this whole derby boils down to, isn't it? Will the raw emotion and fight that comes with a new manager be enough to take down a perfectly engineered football machine? That's the question that's going to get answered on the day.